Warning. Puppet shows are normally for kids, but this one is not.
All right, Mr. Swanson, if you would please state your name for the record.
George Swanson.
George Swanson. Okay. And state your occupation, please, sir.
The Vice President of Crime Stoppers.
Okay. And do you know the defendant or the plaintiff?
No, sir.
All righty. And could you please tell me how long you've been the Vice President of Crime Stoppers?
17 years.
All right, that's a long time. That's great. Lots of job security because you've been there for so long. Just let the jury know and the panel know what exactly Crime Stoppers is, just in case they're living in a rock and don't understand what Crime Stoppers does. Could you please inform them what you guys do?
Crime Stoppers is an anonymous tip hotline. You can call in with a tip on any given crime, person, suspect, whatever, and we'll handle that. And if the tip pans out to an arrest, the anonymous tipster will get a reward.
Okay, and this is completely anonymous. At no time will anyone know the tipster's name and whereabouts or any of that information.
Well, we do get a name.
Okay.
Some information we must obtain, and after an arrest is made, we destroy all that information, after the court case.
Okay.
But it remains anonymous just to basically Crime Stoppers is the only people that get to know.
Okay. So, could you please tell me the phone call you guys received on October 3rd, 2013 at approximately 2:11 in the afternoon?
So, yes, we received a call about a robbery.
Okay.
At XYZ Bank.
Okay. And just for the record, XYZ Bank is the bank that was robbed.
Correct.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The phone call we received was from a man named, well, I can't tell you that. I have it on this piece of paper here. But anyways, he called in. He happened to be outside the bank when the suspect, which would be the defendant over there, was leaving the bank and dropped...
Let the record show that he did point at the defendant while he said that.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Dropped the wallet. The defendant dropped his wallet, and the tipster picked that wallet up and said they had a tip with that item.
Okay, and the tipster gave you their information, because we're going to need to discuss with him how he knows the defendant, and perhaps maybe he was a accomplice, and maybe he got pissed off and was burned by the defendant. So I need to get his name, please. Just go ahead and hand me that piece of paper. Bailiff, if you could, just get the piece of paper from the...
Judge?
Yeah.
Crime Stoppers cannot give out that information. Okay. It is anonymous.
Well, I understand that, but I do need that for this court proceeding, so it is... That's technically evidence. So I'm going to... Bailiff, if you could get that piece of paper, we're going to minister that into... That's going to be Exhibit 13. Wait, sir, don't eat the... What the... Let the record show that Mr. Swanson ate the piece of paper with the anonymous tipster's name and information on that. Now, sir, you can't do that. That's destroying evidence. If you do that again, I can actually hold you in contempt of court right now for doing that. Now, if I recall, you also got another phone call about the same bank robbery later that day. Is this true?
Yes, sir. It was from the... one of the bank tellers.
Okay. And describe that conversation, please.
The person, the bank teller, managed to obtain a... the bank teller in question here obtained the pen, or a pen that the suspect had touched with a fingerprint on it, and called in with that tip.
Now, did you pay monies to both parties involved?
Yes, because
both tipsters were compensated for their information.
Yes, well, we had 3 tipsters all for this case. All 3 had tips that led to the arrest and were paid out.
What were the denominations paid out to the 3 parties?
That's anonymous information.
That's undisclosed information as well?
Yeah, we can't give out that information.
Well, that's important to our case because I'm trying to find the motive for why they are. I object, Your Honor. These people, the tipsters, are not on trial today. It's all about the defendant and the bank. That's correct. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. Please give me information. How much money were they paid?
I can't. I mean, I've got it written down here, but I can't.
Bailiff, if you put now, don't eat that piece of paper. I told you, bailiff, if you could please get this piece of paper from the person in question. What? Bailiff, get that. Are you, sir? I want you to know you are playing with fire right now. Okay, I am very pissed off. I am about 2 seconds away from holding your ass in contempt and putting your ass in fucking jail. Are you willing to put yourself in jail for these assholes?
No offense, Judge, but it's anonymous.
I understand what anonymous means. Like, I've seen Google and Wikipedia. I get that. But this is important information I need to have for the case. I'm going to ask you one last time. Give me the third person's information so I can contact them, bring them in for questioning, to make sure that they are not in some way involved in this robbery, because we believe that this guy had an accomplice, and we're trying to get to the bottom of who it is. So if you've got information on the third person right there on that piece of paper, I'm going to demand to see that. And if you, bailiff, please put the man in custody. Mr. Swanson, I'm holding you in contempt of court. You're going to spend 1 week in jail, and I'm going to give
anonymous. Do you understand that, right?
I understand it's anonymous, but this is a court proceedings. I need that information. And at certain court things that we are entitled to information, and this is Exhibit 13, 14, and 15 that you just ate. It's evidence that you gathered and had and provided here. You brought the evidence with you, but then you ate it. So I don't understand why you would bring it if you were just planning on eating it.
I didn't realize you were going to ask to see it. It's anonymous. It's for my reference. I work for Crime Stoppers. It's anonymous.
I understand that. Well, you're going to be placed in jail. Like I said, you're going to spend 1 week in jail, and I'm going to give you a $1,000 fine. Bailiff, remove this man, please.
This is outrage.
Yeah, maybe you'll think about that before you eat evidence again, asshole.
Give me a couple hours, I'll shit it out.